Hello, my name is Kellie Hazer, and for this assignment I decided to interview my mother, Lorena Hazer. She came from Guatemala, which is in Central America. She did not want to be recorded at all during the interview, so I will summarize the questions and responses of the interview. I asked her questions like, how old were you when you came to America? Why did you decide to come to America? Were you scared to come to America? How long did it take to come to America? Are you happy in America? How did you learn English? Was living in America difficult without knowing any English? Do you regret coming to America? And if you could do it all over again, would you? She came to America when she was 18 years old. She decided to leave Guatemala because she wanted a better life and future. She did not think she would be able to make a lot of money in Guatemala because she could not go to school because her parents were so poor that they couldn't afford her to go to college. She and my aunt paid about $1,000 each to some coyotes to take them to America. Coyotes are people that smuggle immigrants to America illegally. They went with a group of about 20 people. My mom was scared to be with the coyotes because she did not know if they would rape her or kill her. She was upset to be away from her family because she knew that she would miss them so much. My mother said that the journey to America was about a week long. They did a lot of walking and took hour-long bus rides. They had to cross a river and travel through Mexico. In Mexico, they were caught by Mexican immigration, but one of the coyotes my mom was traveling with paid the Mexican immigration to let them keep going. The coyotes warned my mother and the other travelers not to speak at all in Mexico because Mexicans speak very differently from people in Central America, so they would know right away that they were from Guatemala. My mom said that my aunt and the other immigrants had to climb mountains and hide from American immigration under trees because there were a lot of helicopters around searching. When they got to America, they had to climb over the gates at the border of Texas. There, my mom's aunt picked her up and my mom and my aunt took them to Los Angeles. They lived in LA for about a year and then they moved to Simi Valley, California. My mother's aunt introduced my mom to a family that she knew in Simi Valley. It was a couple who just had a baby and they were looking for a live-in nanny. The couple were both police officers, but they agreed not to turn my mom in because she was illegal. They really needed a live-in nanny, so they decided that they would just not turn her in. My mom learned English by watching Sesame Street and other TV shows with the baby that she took care of, and by listening and repeating sentences of the family that she lived with. She thought since the family knew she was illegal, that they took advantage of her by paying her little for all the work that she had to do. They made her sleep on the floor with the baby so it wouldn't cry and disturb them. She felt that they made her do way too much work all day and not enough breaks. My mom lived with that family for 3 years. One day, she met my dad at the park. My dad is American. They started to date and eventually they got married. By marrying my dad, my mom gained citizenship. My mom does not regret coming to America. She says living here is much better than Guatemala and it is a dream compared to what she would have been living if she stayed in Guatemala. But if she knew how dangerous it was to travel here illegally, she would not have came. Because my mom knows all of the dangers she was put through, she says that if she was 18 again with the opportunity to go to America illegally, she would not go because she would not want to put her life at risk again. She says that she is very lucky because she survived what she went through because not a lot of people survive. And that is my interview with my mom about how she came to America from Guatemala, and that's it. Thank you.